Alright, this is gonna be equal stats, no crazy stuff. You can both go crazy though. Just no crazy amplifications of stuff like that. Or so I've heard, but I might be wrong. Now, let's get it on!
God dang it. I can't leave y'all. Can't leave Chris to do anything. All right. So, Forrest, hit me. You've faced my Garou about a billion times now. Do you even need to hear my win con or my opening?
Let's see. From memory, are you going to charge me and go for like flowing water, crushing rock or some shit?
Go for the hacks resistances and beat your dude until he can't fight or is dead.
Okay. So, you're going in for a quick melee attack, I see.
Like
down.
Like a rush down, if you will.
Yeah, like a rush down, I imagine so.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's see what I got.
Okay. Yeah, let me see what you got. Because this time I won't hold my punches. Yeah. My kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, my counter argument, I'm going to argue Howlblaze, and I'll drop you some scans and give you some context.
Okay.
Alright, let me go look through the little doc.
Quack. That's the... See, you gave me prep time, so I went and watched all of this dude's fights on YouTube. That's that Black Fire stuff, right?
The Purgatory Fire.
Or not Fire, Darkness stuff, right?
Yeah, the Hellblaze, the Purgatory Fire.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I'll save you time right now. That won't work. So
why wouldn't it work? Let's hear.
So, Garou, you remember his, that's a loud truck. You remember that adaptation. So Garou has an adaptation ability, right?
Yeah.
Well, his type of adaptation is weird compared to the conventional type because, in a sense, if it happens to him, it won't work. So the specific example here being fire and junk won't work even if it burns him to an atomic level. So the first instance I have is his fight with Overgrown Rover, who kills him. He dies. He dies on screen. Let me get you the scans if you want. Rover's that big... He's that big black pooch, right? Points him... Garou looks at him and is actually... This is the one time in the entire series we see this. He looks at Rover and actually doesn't want heat. And rightfully so, because Rover uses his killing blow, right? He uses his, killing technique or whatever. And at point blank range at poor Garou... I'm going to give you all the scans here. Give me this. And we see... There we go. Give me this. Kills the dude, right? Shoots him down through God knows how many tons of rock and rubble. The dude then gets up. Do I have the debate roll on? Yes, I do. All right. I'll post it in Zone of Debates. So here's Overgrown Rover. Shoots his devastating beam at him. He says, I'm going to die. I haven't reached my goal yet. It's all because of that ugly kid. I don't want to die. And then he says, I want to drink a Coke, which I relate to, by the way. That's me.
Yeah.
And then you see right there, it's fact. And then you see down there on the bottom screen, it has the game over sign, right?
Mm-hmm.
Garou's fighting a game and he loses, right? He's dead. He's dead. He's very dead. Dude gets up 2 seconds later, more ticked off than anything. And Rover then goes into a frenzy, starts firing these beams at him. These are all heat-based beams. And Garou's fine. And then after that, he goes on to fight Monster King Orochi, whose heat beams are even more powerful than Overgrown Rover. So much so that Psychos, or Goro, had to put up a telekinetic barrier. She couldn't handle the heat. Garou's just standing there with his arms over his face. He's completely engulfed in flames. And he's sitting there like it's cool.
Okay, interesting. I'm still going to argue something. So, you see, these flames are not ordinary fire, generic heat, from normal flames. The Purgatory Fire flames, Sasuke from Naruto, the Amaterasu, right?
Uh-huh.
like these flames, they once they stick to you, like if you touch them, they stick to you and you can't get them off you, and they basically burn you forever, and they negate like type 3 immortality.
Oh, okay.
And I can drop you scans.
Oh, I believe.
And like I'm not, and like I agree with you, like with like Garou like being able to like have like some resistance to like, you know, like being like freaking toasted by that laser and shit and like fire and stuff. But like the flames in like 7 Deadly are like they're just not like ordinary like conventional flames and like heat based attacks and stuff. So I would argue that like the flames would just like neg your type 3 mortality and just burn you away and continue to burn you. I'll drop you that scan of like it like basically negging like type 3 mortality because Bon he has like this like almost like Deadpool like regen, like he can like regen from like his head being blown off his body and so on and so forth. And Meliodas with his purgatory fire, like he can coat. He had this like blade with him, and he basically cut Bond's neck. And because of the purgatory fire, Bond wasn't able to like heal from it properly, so it left like a massive scar. So I'll get you that scan.
What I'll argue, someone's being spastic. What I'm going to argue is, so there's 3 ways I think Garou could get around this. 1, he could just not give a shit. He could just sit there with the fire. Oh, that kind of burns. Unless it like legit like negs durability and just like eats away at him. Which even still, I could argue that he just goes for, like once you burn him, well, now he's ticked and he's going to go for the kill even faster now. B, he's just going to rip off whatever you just burned. Like, let's say it actually starts to do significant damage to him. He's going to rip that shit off.
So he's going to yeah, like, because like these flames that it's like, you ever like, you know, like super glue, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, if you like try to touch it and like try to get it off you, it just sticks more to you. And,
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, so like I feel as if your body would like, I'd argue like, yeah, you wouldn't like give a shit at first, but I think the flames would overwhelm you.
Okay. So one, he could like even if it gets to the point where this shit spreads and he's completely engulfed in this stuff, that dude's really not gonna care because it's his adaptation, right? It only takes him so long to where eventually, like, yeah, he'll be engulfed in flames, but he just won't care. Like, he can adapt to not dying from being stabbed. Like, blades don't work. Guns also don't work on him. He adapted to where bullets cannot kill him. So, when I say, like, he just won't give a shit, like, yeah, I agree, the fire's gonna stick, and yeah, it'll spread, but once he like, here's how potent his adaptation is. When he was fighting, when he became full monster Garou, again, this is the same adaptation ability. This is just him at a buffed up power. He legit just says, I got used to your power. And semi-monster Garou did the same thing. Like with Orochi, he got stabbed clean through the chest. And he gets up and says, no, it's cool. I've been stabbed before, so that won't work on me. And when he was a human, just regular human, Death Gatling opens fire on him, blocks all of his bullets, and looks at him and says, yeah, bullets can't kill me. Oh, it don't work on me. He's like that child. You're like on, you know, those kids on the playground, you know, you hit him with this, whatever. Oh, no, I can't die. Yeah, that's him.
Nah, I feel you.
And then one last thing.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Type 3 immortality, I can argue Garou has type 5 immortality, deathless immortality, just for the fact that, well, as I showed you there, and there's another instance with Ripper, he can just will himself back to life.
Did you like show a scan for that? Like,
yeah, I posted one, and I'll give you another one. There's 2 instances where he literally dies on screen. So the first one was with Rover, right? So he says, I'm gonna die. I want to fight monsters, monstrous heroes, not actual monsters. I want a Coke. And then you see him down there with the game over. The dude gets up 5 seconds more pissed than anything. And there's another scene, which I can get you as well, where Royal Ripper he kind of stabs him. This is where he adapted to not being stabbed. He kind of got stabbed a lot. Like, he got brutalized. Like, he got turned into minced meat. And Ripper, they go back to the Monster Association. Dude asks, what happened to Garou? Oh, he dead. Like, I stabbed the living crap out of him, and Bug God, his buddy, said, yo, you're not supposed to kill him. Said, too late. He's dead. Dude gets up like 5 minutes later, more confused than anything.
All right.
I can drop you all that if you want.
Yeah, I'd like to see that, please.
All right, I'll get you it. Let me give you the stuff. So, hold on. I'm looking through our, that server. Yep, here we go. Got it. So, this. Get you this. Get you this. Okay, don't need that. Well, yeah, I'll get you this too. And then there we go. Get you this. And get you this. There we go. And this. Just in case. I'm going to give you all the context. This is where I'm not trying to spam. Here you go. Type 5 right here. So, there we go. Dude gets stabbed in the back. Ripper goes to town. And you see there, too late, he dead. Garou he's pretty freaking dead. He's lost a lot of blood. And then he just gets up more angry than anything because they took his kid.
Well,
there you go.
Let's see this.
On the one hand, he just adapts to the flames to where they don't burn him, or on the other hand, he dies, comes back 5 minutes later. Now he is adapted.
Okay. Could you with my argument, of course, with the purgatory fire. So could you show some evidence if Garou could resurrect himself from being basically burnt to a crisp? Could you because obviously when he needs to resurrect, obviously he needs to get back into his bodies per se.
Yeah, I feel you. I show you again. I'd raise you overgrown rover. You can see in the scan there, he's completely engulfed in this flame to the point where it's melting away concrete, and he gets up like it's cool. In a sense, even if he's burnt to even if he's you could even if we wanted to be cheeky, I could really go and be he can revive from atomization. But I'll do you one. I'll do one better though. I'll give you a specific instant. You remember Metal Bat?
Yeah, I remember Metal Bat.
Oh, who doesn't love Metal Bat? Here we go. So Metal Bat also has this ability to come back from the dead, right? He came back from the dead from Carnage Kabuto. So they were running this VGS thing, and Genos had this VGS thing, and he was basically seeing how the S-Class heroes would show off against monsters, and this was accurate data based on what he's seen. And Carnage Kabuto, the stereotypical Coke. The stereotypical I'm gonna turn you into minced meat or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the point. Well, the dude Metal Bat sees on screen, he gets turned into freaking paste by Carnage Kabuto. And this is further backed up by Zombie Man. He also went up against this Carnage Kabuto. He was turned to freaking paste. And he's from season 1. I'm sure you remember him. Here you go. And Metal Bat comes back. Well, he doesn't come back, but Metal Bat looks at Genos and says, no, that's not how that would work. Even when I'm turned into a broken, a puddle, even when I'm just a puddle, I'm still going to come back.
Let's see this.
I believe that's it, yep. Oh, and this further backs up the... I said it was a video game, the game over screen above. This is where one took inspiration from that, because Metal Bat says, "Oh, it's like a video game."
Yeah. These are interesting points, I must agree, but I don't know, the type. I think you said type 5, that. Yeah. I don't know if that's type 5 because I get where you're coming from with the whole I'm gonna die, it's the end and the game thing, but as I see from the other scan, Garou isn't there's no indication of his body just lying there dead, he just gets up. I don't feel there's enough to kind of say it's type 5 or type 4.
Mhm.
As I mentioned with with the whole back to my argument with the flames,
Mhm.
the laser beam that you mentioned,
Mhm.
like those, like that's like conventional. It's not the
Mhm.
same as the purgatory fire. It's like
Mhm.
as I mentioned, the purgatory fire would neg the regen, would just continue to like burn you to a
Okay.
crisp.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's basically
Okay.
what I'm sticking with.
Well, just to. Well, I actually don't think he's going to kill him. Like I said, I think adaptation is more likely, since we've seen that to be far more potent. Unless this thing kills him instantly, he's going to adapt way faster than and this thing can kill him fast enough. But I'll just summarize what I'm arguing for the death point. So, like,
Mhm.
Ripper outright says he's dead. There's no way he didn't die with all those wounds. Garou even confirms, like, oh, dude, shit. Like,
Yeah,
like,
I feel you.
And then with the metal bat thing, he outright says, dude, with fighting spirit, I can just will myself back from death. And, he says it's from a video game, and this coincides with what we've seen with the Garou thing, where you get the game over screen. That's all I'm saying for why I would believe. But
Okay.
Get the bucket.
Yeah, I feel you.
But I think adaptation is far more likely.
Could you just a quick question? Are you able to demonstrate Garou adapting to something that abnormal flames, just constantly burning him, not just a giant wave and just continuously burning him until he's nothing, he just keeps going.
I can argue he can stave off effects that act like that same way. So attacks that are constantly on him and are like he can't just get out of, it's constantly active. Yeah, I can show you that with
Okay.
Psychos and Tatsumaki. You remember the arguments. So what I'll argue here is similar to how this flame is constantly acting, you can't just brush it off. Same thing here. Psychos and Tatsumaki both. I showed you him saying, "Oh, I got used to your psychic abilities," and I can show you the specific monster Garou that I'm using here, negging the same type of attacks. Ew, gross. So, oh Christ, that went through my nose.
Oh Christ.
Oh, yeah, that smells. Hang on. Ooh, that's stinky. Here we go. So, let me give you some. Here you go. So, give you this. So, similar to how your flames work, you can't get it off you. It's constantly active. And I would argue that works in Garou's favor because the more you give him time to adapt and adjust to something, the faster he's going to get used to it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Let me give you the stuff. Like I said, Resurrection is if all shit goes bad, I really think it's more likely that he'll just adapt it off. Oh wow, that's about 2 megabytes, but it came anyway. So there we go. Yeah. Slowly but surely, I'm starting to get used to it. How can you move? Beats me, good old-fashioned fighting spirit. And then later in the Orochi fight, we see him. This is the same fight. He says his adaptive abilities completely excel the norm. It won't be easy to put a leash on him. So not only can he neg mind hacks, he can also neg, similar to how your ability works, a constantly active ability that's weighing down on him.
Okay, well, I'm still gonna argue that the flames will still, because these again, that's fine with his adaptation and stuff. I'm not taking that away from you with the whole flames, but I feel in this case, this is a little different. The situation, the flames, my purgatory flames, I'm still gonna argue Garou won't be able to adapt to them because again, the flames that are in 7 Deadly Sins that burn you to basically continue to burn you forever and forever and basically neg your immortality.
Mataratsu. Right.
Yeah, Mataratsu. It's far different from the flames that are in One Punch Man. So we can leave this to the judges, but I'm just gonna leave this on the table that
my turn to ask a question.
Yeah,
my turn. Here's all I want to ask. So,
Sure.
how does he get the flames on you, and what makes him special? Well, other than the whole they stick to you, and other than
I can drop you some scans. Basically, so the Howl Blaze, so like as you can see from like the scan I posted, he literally like he erupts like a giant wave of purgatory fire. And I'll send you, and basically like this is a scan of King Arthur. Like King Arthur got caught by the purgatory flame, and he started panicking, and he was like, "Oh no, God! Like I can't get these flames off me." And as soon as he started touching them, they started rapidly spreading around his body and like around his armor. And I can show you scans of like how the just to give you like more like evidence. Just a sec.
So he summons a wave of the shit, like it's like an AOE thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. So here.
Like a giant ass, like think of it like a crater, like a giant Howl Blaze.
All right, I got you. So here's all I'm gonna say. Remember how when he was fighting Orochi, he jumped like right at the dude? He's gonna do that. He's going to he is going to jump through the flame. Yeah, he'll like. I'm not even gonna bother arguing. He'll dodge the flame. No, he's gonna take it. Once he starts burning, he's going. Oh, you bitch! You're burning me, and he's going to beat the mess out of this dude. Like, even let's say he doesn't adapt, or let's say I didn't prove that his type of immortality would be able to, just will him back. Even still, I think, Garou fights fast. In the event he doesn't just adapt instantly or come back from the dead, he's going to beat the mess out of this dude before he fully succumbs. Like, bitch, burn me if you want. I'm not a candle.
That's fair enough, but like I'll still just argue like since there's like a distance between us, like by the time your dude's like let's play cross chicken, like cross the street, like let's blitz. Like by the time you're dangerous for by the time your dude's like YOLO, like running through those flames.
Eat these nuts, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna basically turn to crisp, like because it's gonna neg you that. But we can leave this to the judges if you like.
All right, that's all. All I'm arguing is adaptation. Come back from the dead, and that dude. Ooh, I almost said a nerdy wordy. That dude will get picked. Ooh, can't say that, Skinny. Can't say that, Skinny.
Of course you can. You can say it.
Can't say that, Skinny. You are white. That dude will get ticked and commence with the ass whooping. So, okay. Flames, what else you got for me? I won't even bother bringing up that regeneration factor. I have a way around that.
Alright, cool. Let's see this. Alright, let's see some win. Let's see what win cons I've got.
Burn to ashes. Yep, hot.
Let me just look through my scans real quick.
I feel you.
Look at my
And I guess I'll bring this up since I know your dude can. Oh, Jesus! Since I know that dude can survive like being cut in half, what I'll argue is Garou will either go for a whirlwind iron cutting fist combined with the water stream, which will both hit his joints and turn him into minced meat, or he'll, as I did in the last debate, put the dude in the hospital. Paralysis, baby.
You're gonna mention? Wait, you just like? Wait, are you just like saying this, or like is this just like?
This is like how I'm going to do this. So to get around the regeneration factor,
is this your next win con? Sorry.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
No, I'm just addressing because I know your dude has regeneration.
Yeah, that's fine. Like obviously what you're saying. Like
I'm stalling to let you get scans.
Okay. God damn you. I'm weak. All right. Fuck it. We're going. All right. This is my next argument. The Black Hound.
Mm-hmm.
So like this is like some who let the dogs out type of shit. So
sweet. My dude fought a Black Hound. That's lit.
Yeah, like this is like a Black Hound that's made out of purgatory fire, and he's basically going to like, as soon as he starts like moving around, he's basically going to coat the area in like purgatory fire. And I'll drop you some scans, my dude.
Okay. Cool.
All right, where's?
I need to like press on that adaptation. So while you're going, I guess I'll give you more instances of. This is the stall, by the way. I'll give you more stuff of him or just people like that being able to adapt. Oh God, what did I do? There we go. Being able to adapt to abilities like this. Let me grab this stuff. Let me grab the stuff. Let's see. Yeah. Let me grab. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, well, that's lost. Oh, no, it's not. Here we go. Do this. And where's the one where he walks off being stabbed? Because that's probably, like, I don't know how you adapt to being stabbed. That's probably I'm not gonna lie, that's probably his best feat.
So I'm just gonna argue like the purgatory flames, like I'd basically like create this circle around you and keep the distance.
Okay.
So like you'd be stuck in like this whirlwind of purgatory fire, and I'd basically just keep the distance from you.
Oh, so you're learning. You've learned not to get me closer. Good boy.
Yeah.
Let's see. So wait, it's just fire though. Like, what's stopping him from just walking out?
I mean, it's
You know what I'm saying?
Is that your counter? Like, just walk, like charging through him.
Yeah, like, dude, he adapted to being stabbed. He adapted to he's gonna look at you and be like, "Burn me, please."
Oh fuck! Wait, damn it! Fuck! We left that to the judges. I'm such a retard. But like, that purgatory, like
you're gonna surround me. I'm gonna say, "Burn me!" Don't forget.
So stupid.
Every time he gets damaged, he gets stronger and faster. I know we're equalizing stuff. Oh shit!
I think. Hang on.
Since I know I can't amp my I guess I should mention this. Since I know equal stats, I can't amp my strength and speed, which is hurt. But I can amp my resistances. So technically speaking, the more damage this shit does to him, the more his adaptation and I guess resilience is going to be juiced up too. Here's Metalbat confirming that. Where's Metalbat? There's my Metalbat scan. Here you go. Here's my. Okay. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Oh well, whatever. You get the point.
All right. Let's. Oof.
Swiggity swooty. Also, I should mention this. It's a wall. Like, I can just jump over that. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, okay. So, all right. My counter. This dude can fly. So let me drop that skin. So like, if he sees you doing like Olympic shit, he's gonna be like, all right, well, peace. Alright, so let me
oh nah. Bodies don't bend that way. I'm out. Legs aren't supposed to bend that way.
Bend that way. No. Alright, here's a scan of
I'm straight.
Like the 10.
I am a male.
Like the squad flying.
Oh, I know he flies. Yep, he flies. Garou can jump really high.
So you're gonna are you still gonna like? Oh, okay.
Like, well, I'm being like, no, I'm not even memeing. Like, he will legit jump into the air, grab dude by the throat, and say, "You ever heard of this thing called gravity?"
Well,
you about to feel it. Oh, okay. Look at this.
Alright, so if you like decide to like jump at me while I'm flying, I just use Dark Nebula to basically push you back down, and I can get you a scan of like. I've actually got a GIF. I'll drop that in the. Yeah, let me find that GIF real quick for you.
I got two ways for this, right? So one thing, when we start the fight, like, you know, you activate your flames or whatever. Dude's on the ground, right? Like when he starts.
Yeah.
Garou doesn't like pansies. Like, like if he tries to fly away, like before he gets too high, like he's just gonna start beating him before he gets high. Like this is the hero hunter. Like there are heroes that fly. He'll sock that dude in the face, or if need be, he will use his own projectile attack, which is rocks. He will pick up rocks. He'll pull some goblins there. Like he will pick up rocks, or dirt, or like if they're in or if they're in like an alley, pick up a trash can. Like remember when he was fighting all the heroes and he picked up rocks and threw them at the dude with the bow and arrow. Remember that?
Yeah.
Like he'll legit like pick up a trash can or pick up a street pole or something and start chucking shit. Like, and that's assuming he doesn't get his hands on him before he gets high up in the air.
Yeah, I feel you, but I'd still argue like Dark Nebula would just block those like rocks away. I'll drop you scans of what Dark Nebula is. And it can reach like a wide spread, and there's like a scan of like Meliodas getting pushed back by it, and that would give me enough time to fly away.
Okay. So that's like
yeah.
So that's like that. It's not telekinesis, but you know what I mean. It's so like it's like a barrier. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, look, it stops rocks. Okay. Yeah, I'm still just gonna go for since we're starting on the ground. And because we know, like, how Garou fights, there's no way on Earth he's going to let him get into the sky before he's on his ass. Like, no. And there could also be an argument made for, like, yeah, the dark shit is good, but so is his adaptation. Like, maybe that'll stop him the first couple times.
And
once he gets used to it. Yeah. But once he gets used to it, you know?
Yeah, I feel
it's like a ticking clock.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like I feel like the Dark Nebula would definitely give you like enough time to like get more altitude in the air. And like just push you back. So like I'm talking like flying like high sky and
I think I posted a scan of that dude jump. Yeah, I posted the scan of Garou being able to jump high enough to dodge rovers blasts and stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah. We can leave this to the judges if you like this point.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. All right. So,
but like primarily enough. Yeah. Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Sorry. Do you want to go into your next win con?
Oh, what else? I'm trying to think. I mean, really, again, like just because of regeneration, that kind of hurts me. So again, it's just either put him in the hospital or turn him into minced meat with that combined ability.
All right. Okay. So. Let's say, all right. So if he was to like beat on my dude, like how's like Garou gonna do this? Like just come on me, like
beat
my ass up.
Yeah, like if you start flying, he's gonna grab you by the leg, throw you back down, and say, "Welcome to the ground floor."
Damn.
Yeah, like that's not how this works. You don't get to fly away. And I know this is out. I know it's out of character, so I can't do like Garou talking shit and like baiting him in. But I could argue that like, bro, you gotta come down eventually. You gotta come down eventually. When that comes, you know how Garou goes for the weak points. The first thing he's gonna do is rip that dude's wings off.
Yeah, just like like chicken style, like
he's gonna have chicken dinner. Like either you're gonna come to him or he's gonna come to you. And since we know Garou, like, and I'll post the scan. Since we know Garou goes for the weak points, the wings. A flightless bird is a dead bird.
Okay. Man, yeah, that's true. That's an interesting point.
I know, right? The flightless bird is a dead bird. A flightless bird.
Damn.
I'm out of drink.
I'm almost out of water.
Hold on. All right. What else do you have for me?
So like, all right. So if I got a counter, so if you start pummeling me, I just argue transmutation.
So
as you can see, like this little birdie, like just casually touched Estarossa and landed on its arm, And then this dude just like looked at the little bitch, and then it inflated, and it's like, you know, those, like McDonald's, like, yeah. Do you see that shit?
Yeah, that's not right.
Yeah,
That's not how that works. Woo! Okay, so oh, wow, come do that to you, boy.
Yeah.
Dang, I could use some of that. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
God, jeez. Anyway, skinny Santa ain't gonna be so skinny no more. But anyway, y'all gonna start calling me buff. Jesus. So here's what I'm gonna argue, right? So, one, thanks for the new bod. I'm still gonna beat you up. Or two, like, you know what I'm saying? Well, now he's a bigger, buffer Garou. So appreciate it, man. I'm gonna keep beating the shit out of you now. That, or he's gonna say, bro, I'm ugly now. I gotta really beat you. Maybe if I fight you hard enough, I'll turn back to normal. So he's either gonna say, oh, appreciate the new bod. Back to what I was doing now. Where's, bring me that hiney. Or, so this is like memes aside though, when he became like it, so I'm using Garou when he became Darkshine. He has his own more or less form of transmutation where it's connected with his adaptation, but he can, the more you hit him or the more like rough shit gets, he can grow bigger, buffer, and uglier. Kind of like what this dude's doing, this bird type. Like he just becomes bigger, buffer. You've seen you've probably seen the webcomic junk where, he's that big giant thing standing over Saitama with the wings. No? Don't worry about it. Point is, he's big and ugly, right? And once he kind of like calms down, because Saitama basically tells him, now, Garou, that's not nice. He kind of like calms down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he has a decent bit of control over his adaptation and like body. So, and since this is the Darkshine that fought Garou, or the Darkshine that fought, the Garou that fought Darkshine, that's right as he was becoming into his awakened state. It's possible that he could tap into that same thing that he was fighting with Saitama and kind of just like force his body back down, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But what I think it's funnier to just say thanks for the bod and beat the shit out of dude.
This is interesting, but like, I don't know, like, because, okay, so like with the transmutation, like, I'm just gonna let you know that bird, that chicken did not live a good life. I'll tell you that for a fact. Like,
someone's ungrateful.
I don't know, like, the monster evolution like bit I get, but like I don't know. I don't feel like it's quite the same as like transmutation. This is like this transmutation is legit. Like just you're like Resident Evil type of shit. Like body, like you can't control. Like you're literally like I still argue that the transmutation would just like inflate your dude.
I know.
And be trying to fight me, but you'd probably be like you probably have like T-Rex arms, like while you're like blowing up like that whole. Plus like sorry, like don't mean to cut you, bro, but like and like the last thing, you do know like Estarossa has like immortality, like type 3 immortality and stuff, right? Yeah,
that's why I was saying I either have to put you in the hospital or I'm gonna put you in what's it called? And like mincemeat. Like I'm gonna either put you into a puddle where you can't fight, or I'm gonna literally break your body to where you can't fight anymore. And I can drop you. I know I've dropped the scans like a billion times, but I can drop them again if you want.
That's alright. But like because of his like type 3 mortality, like I just argue like it'd be long enough, he would survive long enough for the transmutation to take effect.
Okay.
And like you'd be like, like oh god, like like that freaking, I can't remember like what that bird made in terms of noises when it inflated, but like I just argue,
it says kaku.
Oh,
it explodes.
Basically, so I'm still gonna.
Oh, it explodes.
Yeah, like it explodes.
Oh, I didn't see that last part.
Yeah, it explodes.
Oh, it explodes.
It explodes. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see part. Oh, it explodes.
It explodes, my dude.
Oh, I thought. Oh, so that's why you said it didn't live a long.
Yeah.
I changed my mind. Don't do that to me.
It did, like waddle around like
Oh,
buff. Like,
it
this thing blew up.
explodes.
Yeah.
Oh, I see now. Oh, I was very confused. I was like, so you're gonna give Garou a new body?
No. I mean, for a bit. I mean,
For like
right.
2 seconds, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know I sound like a broken record, but has this ever been, and this is like a legit question, has this ever been done on something else that has full control over its body to like where he can adapt at will?
Wait, sorry, what'd you say?
I know I sound like a broken record, but this is like a legitimate question. Has this ability ever been used on something with an adaptive control over its body? Like it can morph its body at any point?
I mean, like, I understand, like, the question, but, like, I mean, you'd, like, have to, like, show, like, Garou could, like, survive being, like, transmutated like that. Like, show some form of resistance.
I'm not arguing that it won't work. I'm arguing it will work, and he'll either, A, like, be able to, you know, get his body under control before he goes pop, or B, bring up, you know, kind of have to bring up the resurrection thing, because I think that would probably kill him. I don't know about you.
Like, I think, I don't know, like...
If he goes pop, he's dead. And I'm going to have to, you know, bring up the fact that he can bring himself back from the dead. But if not, then... Because, like, it's shown on panel. We know the dude. And Awakened Garou is just Semi-Monster Garou, but with, like, a huge power amp. Like, in fact, all the versions of Garou are just Garou, but with power amp. But... I word this? Like, I do think it'll work, right? I think it'll work. I don't know how long, because, you know, the difference in power from a bird to Garou is, you know, ant to a, you know, M. Bison. But,
yeah.
But, I think it would, I don't know if it would work instantly, because, like, and I know Seven Deadly Sins has that thing where, like, oh, he can just neg powers off of pure, you know, if I'm as strong as you can neg powers, because, you know, your boy did research. So I think your boy did the research. I think it's possible that he could activate the whole, oh my God, he negged my ability. He's so strong. I think he could pull that stereotype. Or in the event it does kick in, I think it would take a while to kick in, but if it starts to kick in, I think Garou, again, I know I sound like a broken record, but this is legit. Like, if I think his adaptation would kind of like force his body down, like, no, don't go pop.
I don't know, like, I mean, like the adaptation point, like, I don't know, like, because I know, did you like mention, like, did you say like he'd be able to like adapt to that, like
yeah, so
a scan or something?
It's like, yeah, here, I'll, like, again, I like, he can legit adapt to stabbing wounds, but I can give you like scans of him, like him being able to, you know, grow, like exactly like this, actually get bigger and badder and stronger, and then when Saitama talks him down, he turns back to normal human Garou. If you want, I can go and get those stuff for you.
No, that's all right. But like, I would say that, like, all right. Let's say hypothetically, you had like the Type 4 immortality.
5.
Like, could you like Type 4 or 5?
Wait,
like,
4 or 5? Yeah, one of those two. Yeah, one of those two.
Like, could you like demonstrate like Garou like being able to like resurrect from being like, you know, like his body just being in pieces and just blowing up?
I'd bring up the Metal Bat thing. Like, Garou has, I guess, a better form of fighting spirit than Metal Bat. Metal Bats is more the traditional stat amp and hex resistances, whereas Garou has that along with the adaptation stuff. And with Metal Bat, he saw his own body being turned into a puddle by Kabuto and still looked at Genos in the eyes and said, no, that's not how that would work. I'd still get up and I'd still beat that thing.
Interesting. But like, just because I don't want to like.
I got you.
I'll just leave. I'll leave this point to the judge.
I'll give you.
I'll just say like. I'll just say like, you know, like you know, the transmutation would blow up Garou.
I'll give you another thing.
Yeah, but like, I don't feel convinced enough that the Type 4 would resurrect him in that situation.
Here's another one. This might help. Ripper. So he goes to town on, you know, Garou, right? Like his organs are gone, his limbs are messed up. His entire body is essentially a puddle. And 5 minutes later, he wakes up good as new. Like you can't even see his body. Like you legit see right there. Like it's just a puddle, just a limb, some hair. Like his body, he's freaking dead. That boy is dead. Dude gets up 5 minutes later because he has his own regeneration factor. He can heal from things like severed limbs, organs being gone, things like that.
Yeah, but I'm talking like legit. Like your dude's gonna be a puddle of blood. Like he's gonna blow up. Like
he's a puddle of blood.
Like not like no body, like nothing, like just little micro pieces of like meat. Very like small, like no head, no nothing. Like
yeah. What I'm going to go
like
he was more or less that with Gripper and the metal bat thing. That's all I'll say. Yeah.
Yeah, we can. That's fine. We can leave that to the judges.
Yeah, I'm down. Yeah, I'm down.
I have any more win cons? I'm done. I got nothing left.
I got one last thing. So when I was looking at all the dudes fights on YouTube, I noticed there was one thing that kind of I guess messed him up, and that was he kind of has tunnel vision when he's fighting. Like I remember Escanor was able to get some, well, not really cheap shots, but like sucker punches in on him because he doesn't pay attention to his surroundings and things like that. Especially when he gets up. And I think that's something Garou could take advantage of. We know like he's like mega uber Kafubal prodigy, right? Of combat, things like that. Takes 5 dudes on while sick and weakened and fights them all off and reacts to all their attacks. I think he could. I know it's like a situational argument depending on where we're at, but I think he could use like his environment and be more like unpredictable when he starts fighting this dude. Like if he should, like when he tries to fly away, and once Garou gets on his winged booty, like he's gonna do shit that makes no sense. Like he's gonna start throwing rocks at him. He's gonna go for cheap shots. The ears and stuff. Like I can drop you the scan of it too. Like Garou will legit fight dirty. He'll go for like the ears and stuff. He'll go for your nose. He'll go for your eyes. Things like that.
Yeah,
I
understand.
I think all I'm saying is I think that could give him like an edge.
But like, I mean, like that's all good and well, but like I don't know, like this is like because like I could, it's kind of out of character, so I don't think that would happen in a sense.
What, him going for the eyes and stuff, or?
Oh no, like Estarossa, like he wouldn't like let his guard down since he's like out of character. He would be like going. For, like,
right.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Oh, if that's what you meant by out of character, then yeah, I got you. I thought you meant like I can't talk smack and delete him. Yeah, okay, no, so I see. So he's actually out of character. So out of character, you consider like changing fighting, like his way how he fights entirely.
Yeah, like he would be going all out. Like he wouldn't be like because obviously in that Escanor fight, he was kind of dicking around. Like like in this situation he won't be dicking around. He will dick on you. Well, not literally on pause.
Gay homosexual.
But yeah,
then in that case I'll just leave it at he'll go for dude's nose and eyes and he fight dirty.
Oh yeah,
like he will hit below the belt. He will only hit below the belt if need be. That's That's what I'm going for. Yeah, all right, that's it.
Yeah, and okay, that's fine. Then I'll just like obviously back to like transmutation, but like we'll just leave that to the judges.
Yep, that's it. Yep, okay.
Yeah, all right. So conclusions or like do you want to just like?
I got conclusions. Yeah, I can go conclusions.
Cool. I'll go first then.
All right, hit me.
All right. So let's see. In my conclusion, I felt that I proved that the purgatory fire would be a problem for like Garou, and like despite like his adaptation, like I feel as if like there isn't enough like supporting evidence to prove that like those specific flames like Garou would adapt to. I'd still argue like those flames would just drill through his immortality and just drill this dude like having barbecue. and like I feel like the Dark Nebula would keep Garou out long enough for me to like keep the distance and like, you know, fly away. And the transmutation point, I feel as if I would be able to get it off, and like, you know, I would be able to like kill Garou that way if it came to like fisticuffs, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. In conclusion, for me, a big seller for my WinCon was the adaptation ability. I showed how potent and fast acting it was, with him being able to legit neg being common ways of death, such as stabbings and shootings. I brought up the fact that abilities similar to the fire, he's able to negate, similar to things like telekinesis. In a sense, what I argued was the more something acts on him, the more time he has to adapt to it. No matter the potency or ability, he's always shown an ability to essentially neg the ability. While I think the fire might stick to him, I think he should be able to adapt to it. And if nothing less, if absolute worst case scenario, he should be able to either come back from it more mad than anything, or bomb rush the dude. For flying, good luck with that. I brought up his rather unconventional means of combat, such as throwing crap and chucking himself at the dude. While I think the dark ability would stave him off for a while, I think, again, it would be what he did with Tatsumaki and other psychics like Psychos, where he'd eventually break through it and go for dude's neck. And for the transmutation ability, I brought up the stereotype that's shown in a lot of anime, including Seven Deadly Sins, where you can more or less neg something, if like an ability or a hack, if you're just as powerful as it. And of course, this is shown with Garou and his ability. And I brought up, how it's used in Seven Deadly Sins. And even if we go off of, it worked on a bird, but the difference in power between it and Garou was pretty iffy. Even if I go and say it could work on him, I believe that his adaptation, his reactive adaptation, which allows him to morph his body, as shown later in the series, he should be able to more or less control his body and beat the dude up, essentially. Yeah, that's it. Judges, give me. Come here, Corin.
Who wants to go first?
Yeah, someone go first.
Do I have to go first? Are you guys
I guess you gotta go first, man.
Because everyone's busy.
Oh my
everyone's
god.
busy?
All right.
I'll go
Debater,
first.
just go first.
Okay, debater goes
Hold
first.
on, give me.
Then I'll go.
Listen, hold on a second. I'll do my best. Okay. Hold on. Give me a minute.
All
Give me a minute.
we want is your best.
Listen,
Take it in.
little girl.
Take it in.
Hold on. Anyway, hold on. Sorry. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, so from what I remember, right, is that like for like I think the Hellblaze, like that entire like purgatory fire point, like I do think like Force took that part. Skinny like did like give like a way to beat it, where he says like withstand high temperatures, but it's like, as Forks explained, it's not like, normal. It's not like normal fire. It's like a different type of fire that like negs type 5 immortality. And I remember, now correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember Skinny saying that like a way that he can deal with the fire is that he just like wouldn't care about it, which I don't think that would necessarily like work, because like yes, he has not cared about fire before, but it's like a different type of fire. It's like fire that like stops you from like regenerating or like even recovering. Because like negs type 4 immortality, type 3 immortality, like Forrest said, and like a guy for the resurrection thing. Personally, for me, I don't think that Garou has like the resurrection thing. At least I wasn't convinced with what Skinny presented, because like I'm looking at it and like I don't know for sure. Like there's no way for me to know for sure if he like died. It just for me anyway, it looks like he got like really injured and then just got up and just like survived it. Like I don't see any indication that he like ended up like dying, and then like because sorry if I'm rushing, because like I have to go in like 2 seconds, and then like yeah, fire point, I think Forrest took it. Like the Black Hound thing, I probably would give that one to Skinny, because like how the Black Hound is shown, how it was like shown, like we see like a vortex. He said he could like jump over it. I would have to give that one to Skinny, but like I do think like Forrest took like the flying point. Like Skinny did try to make a counter for this by saying like, oh, he's going to jump and grab him in midair. But I think this was countered by the Dark Nebula providing like a barrier like he presented. And Skinny's counter this, like another counter he said was like throwing rocks. And like presented, the Dark Nebula like blocked like all these rock attacks and provided like a barrier, and we see it pushing out Meliodas. So I do think Force also took that point. Now for the next point, the transmutation. For this part, I would also have to give it to Forrest because like it was Skinny's fault that he didn't see the explosion thing. Now when he gave the argument of like Garou can like adapt while transmutation, like I didn't see a scan of like him adapting to like transmutation, but his way of arguing with like the monster thing is like a unique argument. But the thing is like as Skinny later pointed out, and he just didn't see the thing like exploded. So like Skinny did try to get around this with the resurrection thing, I believe. But as I said before, I also don't agree that it was like resurrection. So ultimately, I think Forrest wins because I think he took like the purgatory win con. I think he took the flying win con as well, and I do think Skinny countered the Black Hound, but I do think that like Forrest took like ultimately more points and more important points, like the fire, the flying, the transmutation, and like Skinny did try to do like an in character argument for a minute, but Forrest pretty much like shut that down immediately by saying like out of character thing. So for me, I'm giving the win and the victory to Forrest Green.
Okay, time for me to explain the amount of stupid there is here. Okay, Skinny, that was the most disgusting and what I've heard. It's like weighing off almost as much as I do in the morning.
Oh, you better watch out. I'll come for you later.
I don't care.
I'm playing. I'm joking.
Yeah, anyways, no, I'm legit. That's like some super wank, like how I do in the morning shit.
I didn't think it was wank, but I got you. All right.
I said almost, but yeah. So basically,
wank, like the actual word wank. Oh, no.
Yeah, Type Fight Deathless, that was just blatantly retarded. There was no evidence for Type Fight Deathless because that means you can't die. Are you telling me that Saitama, if he didn't want to kill Garou, he ain't gonna kill him? Shut the fuck up.
No, what I was saying is he could will himself back.
That is not Deathless. At best, that's like Type 4, which the evidence, at least the ones you showed, is like some of the scans are iffy. And even if I granted Type 4, you didn't prove that your Type 4 would survive like being like vaporized or turned to nothing, basically. Like, even at best, being a puddle, there's still some of your material there. But if you're burned to literally not even ash, but just nothing, there ain't nothing to return to. So you didn't prove that you could return from that. So yeah, you get negged there. The adaption hacks, oh god, that was fucking god awful. That was fucking trying to argue some doomsday fucking 682 wank off shit. Like, you didn't even, wait, I'm trying to think for a second. Like, first off, a lot of his adaption, like when he gets injured and shit, he needs to regen. But how is he gonna regen when it literally negs regen? Like, excuse me, sir? Excuse me? Are you blind and deaf?
Nah, that's like, not what I was saying. What?
What were you saying then?
What? No, what I was saying was, yeah, he would adapt to it over time. I even said that, yeah, it's a potent adaptation, it's reactive adaptation, and I posted the scans below showing that, yeah, the shit. I even said to Forrest, yeah, it's going to work on him at first. I didn't argue that he would work instantly.
You didn't have any proof that would evolve past or
no, I agree. I was just saying, yeah, like, chill out, man. I wasn't like doing that much.
Anyways, unless you have like a contention or question, don't interrupt me. But like I was saying,
you were addressing me. I just figured, I'd ask.
Yeah,
you asked me a question.
Now it's done. But anyways, like I was saying, like your adaptation arguments, they didn't have any proof that would adapt even over time to being like your regen nagged in shit. So like you'd be like at best like a weird puddle on the ground, which you can't regen from because they're a fighting spirit. And Garou does have regen, but if your regen's nagged, you're just gonna stay a puddle on the ground, even if you're not dead. That doesn't matter. Let me see what else. Oh yeah. Adapt to being stab proof, bulletproof. I guess that was a bit weird. Like honestly, it's just more so that he got more durable, stronger, and more like harder skin. Even if he did say that, that would improve. He adapt to like the flames, especially for flames that aren't in anywhere near One Punch Man verse. So it'd be kind of reaching. Let me see what else. The I'm gonna jump you is like jump me when I'm flying. Yeah, that gets countered even if you say you can jump them all the way up there with the Dark Nebula. Let me see what else. Trying to think. Let me think. What else? There's just so much brain damage I've had from this debate.
Oh, I can tell.
Yeah, so there was just so many like very like reaching arguments, and a lot of the scans didn't support everything you portrayed. Like some of them did, or some of them could, but some of them were too vague. Like the resurrection points is like hard to tell if he actually was dead or was just part of his like regen via fighting spirit and his monster transformation. Oh, that reminds me, the monster transformation counter transmutation. Yeah, that is a unique argument. I'll give you that. But it's weird because at first he didn't really have control of the monster transformation until like at the very end. So it's a bit iffy there in that sense. And also it'd be a bit iffy to say he would be able to control some foreign magic transmutation that would also make him explode. And then if he gets hit by the fire, then he can't regenerate from that. If not, get completely vaporized because, again, you didn't prove he get completely vaporized. Like when he got hit by Rover, he still had a body. He didn't get completely vaporized, so yeah. I can't remember much at the moment. Let me check really quickly. Let me see. Skinny, did I miss any of your points?
I don't know. I kind of blacked out for a minute.
Okay, Forrest, did I miss any of your points? Or points that you think I dicked on for Skinny?
You got the transmutation, you got the purgatory fire, and the Dark Nebula and the flying. So yeah, I think you got all fine.
Okay. So in conclusion, Super Garou Wank, reaching arguments, and basically only counter basically one thing and gets shit stomped by the other character. Forrest wins. GG.
Corn, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. I mean, y'all want another one? Because I mean,
Just
I don't
three
really have
judges.
I don't care.
Listen,
much to
just
say.
three judges should be fine.
okay. All right. Well, looking at the first point, the Flames now Skinny, put up a lot of fucking arguments, provided some ways that he could try and potentially, counter it, adapting. He put up a lot of things that Garou adapted to, like, Flames in the One Punch Man verse. He was like taking that shit. He adapted and like was okay for being stabbed. He was like, oh, I've already been stabbed and shit like that. But at the end of the day, it was kind of like he's adapting to this and that, but like there wasn't a direct counter that I've seen that would necessarily suggest he would fully adapt to this special type of, like, I guess what it was called, purgatory flame. The way like Forrest was going about it, like I guess it essentially negs like immort like regeneration so potent it could be classified as like type 3 mortality and like keeps burning too. So essentially the way he was describing it and showing on the scans, like even if like once your body is like starting to burn to ash, it would just stay on you. Like you just won't be even a puddle of blood. It like burn blood because that's technically still has shit in it. So I would have to like edge out with Forrest on that. The flame point and the flying point, yeah, it would work if Garou did get his hands on him. Obviously, I'm not going to deny, like, yeah, fisticuffs, GG, if he could. But, like, the whole flying thing, y'all do start off from a certain distance away. And he did bring up, like, the Dark Nebula, how it would, like, push off and allow him to definitely get that range. And then he did say, like, just in case, he did bring up another counter, like physical touching him, the whole transmutating shit. I do feel like Skinny did argue good against, like, the dog thing for sure. Got to go 50-50 on that, but overall, I'd probably have to edge out with Forrest as well. I feel like he just had a lot of ways to like just keep a distance. A lot of good explanations on his part as well. A lot of good points for both of them. But I feel like the flame, the defense maneuvers on Forrest's part, and the range, difference would definitely have him edge out more often than not. So I guess I give it to Forrest more often than not.
Good debate, guys.